to win. Let the games begin. Go! Let the games begin.
If you enjoyed this video, then make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and once you're subscribed, hit this button here and you'll get a notification every time that I upload a video.
How is it going, everyone, and welcome back to another video. And today I'm going to be going through my Premier League predictions for the 2016-17 season. If you don't remember, back in August I did a Premier League prediction video, and now I'm just going to be basically reacting to my own predictions. I have both tables in front of me, the real Premier League table and my prediction table. So yeah, let's just get straight on with this. I'm going to try and make it shorter than the prediction video itself, because I think that was, what, like 24 minutes long or something. I'm going to try and make this short and sweet. So let's do it. So first, let's have a look at the three teams that got relegated. I had Hull, Swansea and Burnley to go down, and I wasn't that far off actually. Hull City are the only team that went down out of those three. I predicted them to finish bottom. They actually finished 18th. They got relegated before the last day, so they still comfortably went down. Out of those three, it was really Hull that I was really confident on. Burnley, I was kind of sure. I was sure they would get relegated, but have a bit more fight in them than normal. Turns out they actually stayed up. And Swansea, I wasn't far off because they were the team that were battling Hull for that last relegation spot, and Swansea came out on top in the end. So yeah, so Hull ended up finishing 18th, Swansea 15th, and I predicted them to finish 19th, and Burnley finished in 16th. So Burnley was the closest one out of the three, and Hull was as well. Swansea finished what, like 7 points off the bottom four. And let me just, yeah, they finished 7 points off the bottom three in the end. So yeah, there's the three that got relegated. Let's move on to the teams that finished between 17th and 11th, the bottom half. So the team that I thought would finish 17th and just about stay up was Crystal Palace. They ended up finishing 14th, and again they just about stayed up. They finished 8 points ahead of the bottom four. I say they only just about stayed up. They were struggling quite a lot in the end, but in the end they just did it. They beat Hull. They thrashed Hull to stay up, so there's that one. I thought West Brom would struggle more than they actually did. I predicted them to finish 16th. They actually finished in 10th, and they could have finished 8th. They've been 8th pretty much all season until they went on a huge, horrible streak really of results. And they ended up finishing 16th. No, they didn't. They ended up finishing 10th. I predicted them to finish 16th. Bournemouth I thought would struggle a bit more this season. I think they finished 15th last season anyway, but I thought they'd struggle a bit more this season. It turns out they finished 9th, which is massive, really good for them. And on the day I'm recording this video, I think they've just signed Jermaine Defoe as well, so hopefully they kick on next season and hopefully do just as well, really. Middlesbrough I thought would finish 14th, they finished 19th, they got relegated. Sunderland also got relegated. I thought they'd finish 13th. I thought David Moyes would do well for them. Turns out he didn't, and now he's gone. Yeah, that's what you do, innit? Get a team relegated and then just buzz off. But yeah, Stoke. This was like the closest prediction out of all of them for me. I predicted them to finish 12th. I predicted them to finish 12th, and they finished 13th. Bit of difference to their usual 9th. Stoke in it. They've got a decent team, but the players they've got decent players, but as a team they're not that good. That's Stoke's problem. I thought Watford would finish 11th, and they could well have done if they hadn't gone on a horrible losing streak. They finished 17th in the end, and at no point were they even close to getting relegated, but they finished 17th. But again, only 4 points, off of 11th. That's how close the table's been this year. Unfortunately, it's close where it doesn't really matter, just in the middle. So anyway, that's the bottom half. Now let's go onto the teams that finished between 10th and 6th. So in 10th place, I had Southampton. they actually finished 8th. They did really well again. Again, considering they sold their best players, Wanyama and Mane, they still finished 8th. How do they do this? They sell their best players, but they just do well. Like, it's like, you know, I don't even know anymore. Liverpool, I don't know why I put Liverpool to finish 9th. I think I said in the original video that even though they didn't have European football, I just thought they wouldn't be very good. Turns out they were much better. They finished 4th. I mean, it's mad. It is actually mad that they finished 4th. I didn't expect them to do that well. I think 9th is a bit harsh, but I didn't expect them to finish in the top 4. Everton, just one position off. I thought they'd finish 8th. They finished 7th. Again, one of my closest predictions. Everton were just Everton. I didn't know where they were going to finish, if they were going to do well or if they were going to do not that great. Koeman's a good manager. I think that they could improve next season and possibly challenge for the top 4. Who knows? Predictions video out soon. But yeah, Everton. Yeah, they were always going to finish around those positions, 7th, 8th, 9th, around there. I had Leicester in 7th. I think a lot of people had Leicester in, like, again, same as Everton, around that sort of position. They actually finished 12th, which is officially the worst title defence ever, I think, in terms of points and position. I think Chelsea's was last season, and then Leicester have just done worse than that. But yeah, Leicester, I didn't expect them to do great. I mean, 7th, I don't think 7th was generous. I think 7th was about right. But they just did really bad at the start of the season, and then obviously sacking Ranieri. I didn't agree with that. It split a lot of opinions. Like, it was a really split opinion. People thought it was a really good decision. People thought it was a really bad decision. I was one of those people. But it worked out for them, didn't it? And they ended up finishing 12th. Which doesn't sound too great, but considering where they were, like in the relegation zone, they've done well in the end. But now let's look at the two teams that finished in 6th. And no, let's look at the team that finished in 5th. I've done the team in 6th, haven't I? No, I haven't. Stupid idiot. I thought Arsenal would finish 6th. Turns out it was Manchester United who finished 6th. And I'm sure all of you people have seen the Manchester United chart. For example, it was finish 5th, sack the manager, sign Zlatan, sign Bundesliga Player of the Year, sign Paul Pogba for 90 million, go on a 25-game unbeaten run, finish 6th. Why? How does that even work? Oh, I know why. It's Mourinho, innit? Mourinho and his stupid tactics that then pass on to the Vale manager with his stupid tactics, Bruno Ribeiro, and then he goes off and yeah. Let's just not talk about Vale. This is a Premier League video. But yeah, I thought Arsenal would finish 6th, and the reasons that I said in the video, I thought their time was up for the top 4. It turns out I was actually right, but they just finished in 5th instead, which I'm going to go on to now. So yeah, it was Arsenal who finished 5th in that Europa League spot, the League 1, if that makes any sense. They finished 5th. Teams have figured them out. They haven't gone and signed better players. They're just, well, they signed Mustafi, which is decent, but they need a better striker. They really do. Like, it's not just a striker either, they just need better players in general. Sanchez and Ozil are not going to cut it, like, just on their own. They're just not. So get some better players, Arsenal. And they've been a laughing stock this season, really, haven't they, with all the, you know, with Arsenal Fan TV emerging and all that stuff. So yeah. Let's get into the top 4 really quickly, and the team that finished 4th in the end was Liverpool. I predicted West Ham, but I thought that the new stadium would help them rather than hinder them. It hindered them massively. They finished 11th, and they were relegation candidates at one point. They were like really down there, just like Leicester really. But they picked it up. They sold Dimitri Payet, who was a negative influence, I think, on the club and the players, and they kicked on from there really. Once they sold Payet, they were sorted. Like, they didn't really sign a replacement, but they didn't really need one, I don't think. So yeah, West Ham had a worse season than I thought they was. I didn't think they'd finish 11th. I didn't think they'd be like relegation candidates at one point, but I I don't know why I said 4th. I really don't. So in 3rd place, I had Tottenham. Close on this one. They finished 2nd. I didn't think that they would challenge for the title, but I thought they'd cement their place in the top 4, and they've done exactly that, and also challenged for the title. Harry Kane is brilliant, and Dele Alli's amazing. Their whole squad is just brilliant. Tottenham have got a bright future ahead of them. They really, really have. Let's get on to 2nd. So in 2nd place, I had Manchester United, and I did watch a lot of prediction videos at the start of the season, and a lot of people had Man United and Man City as their top 2. You know, both orders as well. You know, lots had Man United, lots had Man City to win the title. I had Man City to win the title. I had Man United to finish 2nd. It was just because of the transfer windows they had. They both had new managers. They both signed world-class players. Sorted, you know what I mean? Man United, though, too many draws, too much Mourinho for Man United this season, and they ended up finishing 6th, which is not great, but they've got a Europa League final to look forward to the day after recording this video. I'll be watching that. So yeah, let's get on to the title winners, and I had Manchester City to win the title just because of Guardiola, because of the signings. In the end, it was Chelsea who won, and the reason I didn't think Chelsea would win, I actually had them to finish 5th. I did the 5th place wrong, that's my bad. The reason I had Chelsea to finish 5th was because I thought they'd go on a slow and steady rise back up to the top. Not an instant 10th first like that. More of like a 10th to 5th to 4th to 3rd, you know what I mean, like that. In the end, they just shot straight up, really. Pretty much exactly the same squad with David Luiz. And he changed the formation. It worked a treat. It's working for everyone, to be honest. It's worked for Arsenal lately, kind of. But yeah, Chelsea ended up winning the title. I had Man City to win the title. Man City ended up finishing 3rd, which is still good, but isn't it the first season that Guardiola hasn't won a trophy? Is it the first season he hasn't finished in the top 2 either or something? I'm not sure. And it's his first season he hasn't reached the semis of the Champions League. He had a lot to live up to, and even at one point he thought he wasn't good enough to manage Manchester City, which just blows mine and everyone else's minds. Like, how can you not be good enough to manage Man City when you've managed 2 of the biggest clubs in the world, Barcelona and Bayern? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, you could see on screen how badly my predictions went. I didn't get a single team right. I didn't get a single team in the right place. That's how bad I really did. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like down below. I'm gonna do more videos like this, like more maybe talky style. I was gonna say professional. What am I on about? Talky style, kind of opinionated, sort of football kind of videos. I think I said that right. But yeah, if you enjoyed this, leave a like down below, and let me know what kind of videos you want to see as well. Because I really just don't want to do Vale career mode all the time. I want to vary it up a bit, but if it's football related, then let me know if you want to see it. And yeah, subscribe if you want to see more as well. Again, down below. Hit that bell button down below, next to the subscribe button. And yeah, until next time, peace.